Well, good day, Peter.
Morning, Ian.
Good to catch up with you again after several months, and appreciate your time you're going to spend in talking to me about this latest issue which we've been coming across, which is the impact of trees and the visual impact that it has on people's properties, and the rights that someone has with regard to getting maybe a tree cut down to get their vista back. So I know there's been legislation with QCAT, and I'm wondering if you could expand on that for us.
Sure, thanks Ian. Since late 2011 we've had the Neighbourhood Disputes Resolution Act, which provides a mechanism for resolving disputes among neighbours about what trees can be lopped and what branches need to be cut off. But one of the most interesting parts about it is that it empowers QCAT, which is Queensland Civil Administrative Tribunal, to make orders against landholders where there is an unreasonable ongoing interference with the use and enjoyment of the neighbour's land. So in particular, the Act talks about where the views are impeded and where sunlight is impeded by reason of trees.
So what you're saying to me, Peter, is that if someone buys a property and they've got a view, say, of some mountains, and then there's a tree in the house in front which grows up and blocks that view, that person has the right to take action against that neighbour for that obstruction.
That's exactly right. They must meet the qualification of being an unreasonable, substantial interference with use and enjoyment. So we all enjoy our views, and I would think that that would be a classic case. If the tree was already there when the neighbour moved in and there was no view, it's a different story. They don't have the ground to ask the tree keeper or to get QCAT to order the tree keeper to remove the tree or trim the tree.
So the next question that comes to my mind is what impact could this have for councils where maybe they're planting along a foreshore, an esplanade, where they're blocking views of people's view of an ocean? Do councils come in under the same QCAT legislation?
Well, this is the NDRA deals with private landowners, but I think it forms a great model that one could take, or a landowner could take to the council and say, look, you're impeding my view, and if this act applied, you'd be ordered to remove the obstruction, so you should do it.
Could be a new can of worms.
Well, I think it presents plenty of opportunity.
Okay. Peter, thanks very much for that. There's some other issues about trees along boundaries and things which I'd like to talk to you about in the future, but that's another subject. But thanks very much for assisting me today and giving us that advice. It's been really good.
Glad to be here, Ian. Thank you.